I gotta flip it around. Hold on real fast. I can show you the tools actually. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys and gals how to fix a flat. Unfortunately, I got one when I was down in VidCom, but I had an awesome group of people that ended up showing me how quick teamwork could work between two mechanics, which is really cool. So where I work, I also have a department that you can get stuff fixed. So luckily, one of the things you're gonna wanna look at is if it can be patchable. And you can see right there, that's where it got patched, something went through. Is if it's on the top of the tire, let me switch this around real fast, then it's completely fixable. If it's not on top of the tire, say it's the sidewall, fortunately, the state that I live in, and most every single state inside of the United States, will not allow you to do that because it's illegal. Because basically the flexing of what happens between, back up real fast, the flexing that ends up happening between the sidewall can cause the damage and it can explode. So not a lot of people patch or illegally can patch. So one of the things we're going to be looking at, you're going to need your jack stand. That's going to be the most crucial point of basically getting this off the actual ground. So you need two tools, the jack stand and the arm in order to twist it in order to bring it up. Now underneath here, you're going to feel there's going to be a lip. And that lip is going to be your safety portion. It's part of the actual body that you can actually rest everything up on. So I'm going to go ahead and get this ready. We're going to situate it probably a little bit underneath it. And you just kind of want to, like, personally myself, I just use like finger just in order to make sure that you're not utilizing the other tool. Because if you go up too fast and it's not on that frame, you could damage the body underneath. So just be careful. It's something to be wary about, but don't freak out about it. It's really simple. So as long as you're just basically kind of guiding it up there and it ends up on this lip. And I see some people popping in. Bear with me. I'm trying to get this set up. If there's any comments, I'll definitely get you guys and gals in a second. Now, before I go too far, one of the things that I can stress the most, I'm just going to give this a nice little turn so it comes off a little bit, but not too much. And the reason why is you don't want this wheel spinning. Say, for instance, you didn't have a parking brake, you're not going to be able to actually physically get this off because your wheel's going to keep turning. So having it a little bit on the ground, so just in case it's the front tire versus the back tire, is going to help you bust the lug nuts off. Now, this is your lug wrench. Pretty simple, standard, it's always going to come in the back. Now this one is a little different because Volkswagen loves to change the gain. So normally the lug will come off and it's supposed to look something like this, but then they put the spine inside of it. Volkswagen's completely different in the way that they actually operate, but hey, I like the cars. Now one of the things that I can definitely say is you're going to want to make sure that you lean your body into it like so. That way it comes off. Now, I only took the first one off as an example. I'm not going to take off the rest. I'm just going to get it loose. That way, once we get the rest of the car in the air, it's supported. Alright, that should be good enough. Whew, it's windy. So let's go ahead and raise this bad boy up. Or Edie, I'm sorry. She's my girl. I love Edie. And if you know what Edie's from Mass Effect. So, she's my baby girl. Now, one of the things that I will say when you do have a spare on here and you're replacing it over, you're going to want to make sure you get it up in the air pretty high, because the wheel itself is going to be way bigger than what you would have had directly on top of the original. So you can definitely see I'm definitely letting it get higher up there than what you're supposed to. And that should be good enough. So let's go ahead and bust off this tire now. Now some of these should come off pretty easily, but once it's in the air it may have that tension, so you may just need to utilize the lug wrench just to get a little bit off. The hardest part is going to be mounting the tire again, because again, Volkswagen's a little different. If it was on any other American made car, you usually have just the regular ones that screw on, or any other car. I think the only other car that utilizes this technique is typically Mercedes-Benz, I think, may. There's very few car manufacturers that utilize that technique. But let's see if we can get a better angle real fast. Sorry. There we go. A tiny bit better. You can kind of see me a little bit in the screen a little bit, besides just my Schrodinger's cat, which is pretty funny. I really love that shirt. Now, I changed angles so the wind wouldn't come in, but it seems like the wind is still blaring. So yeah, tire comes off. Now, one of the things you're going to want to do too periodically, make sure your spare is inflated to about 50 pounds to 60. You'll say on the side the maximum. You want to check it almost like every month or so, because when you get that one time when you are stranded, it's full. A lot of people never think about that, so that's really important. But now is ready to go on, and I am done riding around. Alright. Cool. Now that I got that flush, you heard that little click, that is safe enough to kind of move around and realign the holes like so up. Now, one of the most important parts you're going to need to know is make sure that you start from the bottom. And the reason why that's so important, say for instance you don't start from the bottom, right? And you see how I have this in hand, but I'm not necessarily using this right now, is because you want it to grip the bottom. Because if this doesn't seat well, if it starts wobbling, the worst portion of it's going to be on the bottom. So you always want to make sure you start from the top. What's up, John? What's up, AJ? So now that I have that and it's a little bit finger tight and I know I'm not going to strip the threads, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of get that into there where it's a little firm, and we're going to want to follow a star pattern. Star patterns are hella easy to get to because that's going to distribute the weight properly. So now instead of putting on the rest, since I have this one and it's holding it in place pretty well, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of finger tight the rest of them inside of there. Now this would be kind of cool if I was in editing. This is where I put the time lapse in. It look pretty badass. We're in IRL, so we get the luxury of just watching me turn the left. But thanks for everyone sticking to it, and for those people in the future that end up watching this, thanks for staying tuned. Appreciate all the community that pops in as Matt gets ready to go into the future. What's going on here? So again, you see how I'm following a star pattern? I started here, I went right here, I go right there. You want to do that so it distributes it. If you don't, you could risk possible tire fatigue with it coming undone, because you want to distribute that weight properly. And again, see how I'm not even doing any applied torque to it. And you want to have a torque wrench, really, because you're going to get probably about 90 to 120 pounds per square inch in order to get this done. But since, you know, obviously you're on the side of the road, you're not going to have that. So now this looks pretty good. It's in the air. Now I'm going to lower it until it barely touches the ground. And the reason why that is you don't want it to, you want to do two torques, basically. One when it's still technically in the air, which I did semi right there, but I want enough where it's just kind of touching a little bit so it has a tiny bit of pressure, and then one when it's fully on there. So now that we know the opposite way, I'm just going to give it a nice little turn, make sure it seats, and we'll do a second one once we get inside of there. Now I'm doing about a quarter, and that should probably apply roughly the amount of poundage that I need, which is, for my car standard, is probably going to be about 90, maybe about 100 at most. You don't get into like crazy ones until you're like in a vehicle, like a truck, then you end up with a shitload. Now I'm watching, making sure everything's good. So far so chill, and I'm definitely digging that breeze. Okay, so now that I have the full weight of the car resting on my chariot's wheel, I can finally now apply the pressure. But let me go ahead and just get this back to normal. That's fine. You can see the car isn't like I take a squat on my spare tire. Give me a second. I'll definitely take a look at those chat room in a second. Let's get this up and then we can kind of talk shop as I sew up the tail end of this journey of mine before I go to No Man's Sky. By the way, guys and gals, I will be doing No Man's Sky later on today. We'll be journeying around looking for blueprints, looking for all that fun stuff. So stay tuned for that. I mean, there is going to be a gaming portion of my channel today. It's not going to be like the last few days where I've just been at VidCon editing and doing a whole bunch of other stuff. But let me look at the comments real fast. Shoot. My hair is everywhere. Okay, let's see here. Oh, that sucks, Josh. My bad, dude. Hopefully things get better for your GF. Yeah, that's what you want. Make sure you do that freaking zigzag pattern, otherwise it ends up being catastrophic. But let's finish this up real fast, because I am getting a little hungry. I need a breakfast. Mac needs breakfast. Alright, so now what I'm going to do right here, this is probably going to be the easier portions. See how I put that down? Don't lean into it too much, but just give it a nice little turn. And I can kind of hear the emergency brake kind of kicking in, so it's definitely gripping, which is pretty good. See the star pattern? Putting a little bit of my body weight. And again, I will come back to this later on and make sure that I retorque it. Because you want to have a torque check done probably around 25 miles afterwards, just to play it safe. Now, I'm just making sure it's snug. Everything seems to be good. I mean, everything seems good. I'm thinking this is pretty much good to be wrapped up. Nothing much more than I can do, because I already applied probably about like 190. And that's really where you want it to be. Again, tomorrow I won't worry about it, but when I go back to work I'll probably end up grabbing a torque wrench from the garage, just making sure that it's properly into the proportion. Now Volkswagen has these cool clips, hides the liquids. I'm just gonna push those back in. We're gonna finish the tutorial, how to change a flat. So the cool thing is, later on down the road, if you're ever stranded, you wanna know, look at this video. Boy Max got you. Mechanically inclined, so if you guys ever have any other questions that I can definitely try and help out as much as I can and give you some answers, how to keep on the road, keep safe on the road, keep moving on the road. So that's definitely the tutorial. We've showed all the tools. We showed from start to finish how to put the flat changed, because eventually I had to put the flat on, but I figured I'd take the opposite portion off so you can see this beautiful sexy wheel right here. Yeah, she needs to be cleaned though. It's pretty dirty. My hands are pretty filthy right now. I probably shouldn't have touched that. But yeah, that's your Boy Max tutorial right here. So, unless you guys and gals have any questions, I'm probably gonna log off and keep this to be a short and sweet video, because I need to get to some subreddits and some of my other portions of community outreach that I've been kind of slacking on. I want to try to make this a very productive day of what I'm doing, but I wanted to showcase this. I was kind of on the fence about wanting to, but then I found a nice little beautiful spot, nice signal, and I was like, yeah, screw it, let's do it. So this is I guess the starting moment for today for the streaming. Stay tuned. I'll probably be on, I'm hoping, 2-ish, if not earlier, for No Man's Sky. It really just depends on how fast I get done with some other stuff. But stay tuned. I definitely will be on later on for No Man's Sky. And I'll see you guys and gals later. Oh, I see Josh. Yeah, you gotta make sure you have that extra, that wheel. I was like not happy with life when I was riding around on a spare, because I'm like, I'm one step away from being stranded. Like literally, it's never a fun feeling. So always, boys and girls, most important point, make sure your spare works. Otherwise, this technique will not ever work, and then you gotta get a fix-a-flat stuff in there, and it doesn't turn out really well. But like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any comments about this video or as pertaining to any other automotive stuff, drop a comment down below and I'll try to get back to you. Your boy Max always doing some kind of fix-it stuff. And this is where I'm going to sign off, because my stomach just started growling at me. It's hungry. I don't know what I'm going to eat though. Maybe eggs? Bacon? The world is my oyster. But I'll see you guys and gals later.